It's raining in Edinburgh today, so I figured I'd go spend some time inside at Rosalyn Chapel. If you're a Da Vinci Code fan, or a history buff, or you just love art, that's probably ringing a bell for you. And if it's not, wait till you see this. It took 2 buses and a slightly confusing transfer to get to the town of Rosslyn. And then it was just a short walk up a quiet road to get to the chapel. I had been dying to visit this chapel for years because it's so completely unique. Between the mysteries behind it and incredibly intricate stone carvings of pagan images right alongside Christian ones, all kinds of interpretations and theories have cropped up, some connecting it to the Knights Templar, the Holy Grail, and even ancient knowledge of cymatics. It's hard to explain just how many carvings there are in this church. Maybe the only thing that comes close is like looking at lace, but lace is predictable. Here, every arch, boss, rib, capital, it's all covered in carvings, and every carving is different. And yes, there are knights and angels and religious motifs, but there are also so many nods to pagan symbols and nature, including 100 green men, which are scattered all around the chapel, and some plants that were only found in the Americas at the time the chapel was built. And since the Americas hadn't been discovered yet, how did the artists know how to carve these plants to begin with? But that's also not the only mystery. See these cubes sticking out from the arches? Well, they're all over the chapel, and each one has a different pattern that looks like the patterns water makes when it's hit with sound waves. This goes back to cymatics again, which is the study of how sound and vibration affect matter. In other words, it's a visual representation of sound. Well, 2 researchers decoded the cubes and realized that each one corresponds to a musical note. Then they translated it into music and recreated and recorded a song that was 500 years old. The thing is, there are more stories and more mysteries than I could possibly share in a 3-minute video. There's even one about jealousy and murder among the stonemasons that they reflected in the carvings of the chapel. That story probably deserves its own video, and I should probably do a part 2 at some point. In the meantime, what can I say about Rosalyn Chapel? It is by far one of the most mysterious, beautiful, fascinating places I have ever been to, and I just feel so lucky to have finally seen it in person.